Hello everyone. I've got with me Dr. Philip, rank 6 in the INI CET May entrance examination. So the results were announced just a while back, and I've got the man of the moment, Dr. Philip Christy, who's a very dear student of mine, and I know him for the last few years. And hearty congratulations, Dr. Philip.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Philip, so happy to see you get this single-digit rank. And I think the people listening to you, the viewers, they want to know about how you prepared, what were your strategies, because this is definitely going to be this is definitely a competitive exam. And I think this time we had almost 46,000 students taking the INI CT. So a big exam and a big rank. Let's actually move on to your study strategies as well. So to begin with, first of all, Philip, when did you start your journey with DocTutorials? At what point of time? Was it during internship or final year?
Sir, in the final year, sir, because the clinical postings and all were so uh, unknown early, sir. So I was not able to cope up with the prof exams and all. So
Okay,
at that time, Rahul Rajeev sir started the essay discussion, KUHS essay discussions and all.
yeah,
So through that, I came to know about doc tutorials. After
yeah,
that, when I saw that the other faculties also, Sandeep sir, Rajasi ma'am, and Vandana ma'am were also good. The videos were really good. So that's how I started using doc tutorials. Sir. In the final
right,
year, I saw only the final year videos. Sir.
right. And my next question for you will be, see, you've watched the videos from DocTutorials. Now, regarding your preparation for the video lectures, was DocTutorials your primary source of preparation?
Sir, I started seriously preparing for this INICT since January, sir. This January.
Okay, yeah,
So since I started late, there was no time for like elaborate videos and all. So I used the QRP videos, QRP 5.0 and QRP, the previous QRP also for preparation,
okay,
sir.
right.
So for
So
that videos and all,
videos
uh,
during these months for the videos, DocTutorials was your primary source, correct?
yes, sir, it was revisable, really revisable.
Right.
Even in the
Now,
last 15 days, it was revisable.
right. So, since you started your preparation relatively late, I think time would have been the major constraint. And you said that to overcome this, you relied upon the revision videos of doc tutorials. Now, for the viewers,
Yes, sir.
we got the quick revision program, that is the QRP, and the latest one being the QRP 5.0 videos, and that is what Dr. Philip is actually talking about. So, Dr. Philip, can you just take us, how the QRP videos helped you, and were they enough for having a gist of the topic?
Yes, sir. These are enough for having a gist of the topic. It's not so comprehensive like the main videos, but it contains all the important points for the exam, sir.
Right,
For subjects like medicine and all, which is very vast, we can't revise it in 1 or 2 months. So for that,
right,
the QRP videos are really helpful.
right. And regarding the QRP videos that you watched, any specific faculty mentions that you've got?
Yes, sir. Vandana ma'am was really helpful, and
Right,
Rahul sir, because the medicine was really vast and you made it so concise. And I also like Sandeep sir and Pallavi ma'am.
right, right. So these were the revision videos that you actually did. Right. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, basically, the viewers should understand that when you prepare for such an examination, it is important to take into account the time you have got. Now, in case of Dr. Philip, he had less time. So what he thought was we'll primarily stick with the revision videos. Now, even when you watch the revision videos, if you ask about medicine, I think I have, even for topics that I've taken elaborately, I've tried to concise everything into short videos. Like if you watch a video on myocardial infarction, in the app, it might be a long video, but in the QRP, it's just 9 minutes or 10 minutes, the entire topic being summarized. So that is how, these revision videos actually can help you in the preparation as well. Right. And Philip, the faculties in DocTutorials, you already made a mention, but I just want to ask you, we had groups, that is the Wizards group, where I'm sure that
Yes,
you
sir.
were also there. So
Yes, sir.
you were also posting doubts in that group. So how did the doubt solving in that group actually help you in your journey? Because obviously, when you prepare, there will be certain controversial questions. you will have doubts,
Yes, sir.
and how responsive were the faculties in that group?
So every faculty, within a maximum of 24 hours, they used to reply for the questions, sir.
Right,
Most of them replied within 1 or 2 hours, sir. And
right,
they used to give a satisfactory explanation for our doubts and all. So it is really
right.
helpful.
And for INI CT, I think even our faculties used to conduct quizzes. I've seen, Regency Madam posting questions.
RDS.
I've seen, yeah. And in addition to the RDX, even in the groups, in the WhatsApp groups
In
as
the
well,
groups
Vandanam
also.
was
Yes, sir.
conducting exams. So I think, that also must have actually helped you, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Right. And coming to the RDX series that you mentioned, so how useful were the RDX series of exams? These short mini tests, just 20 MCQs, how did it actually help you near the exam?
So all the 20 questions were really challenging. Like there were
Okay,
no easy questions in that. But
right,
these were like framed in such a way that we'll be able to grasp the whole concept for the
right,
examination.
right,
So the difficult questions from the past examinations or related topics, they used to come for the RDX exam. And the discussion was
right,
also helpful after that.
right, right. Okay. So then, coming to the video lectures that you said, see, many students ask me this query, and I think, Philip, you are the best one to answer this as well. See, when you prepare for an exam, the topics are relatively vast. Okay. And
Yes,
what
sir.
was your method of revision? Was it like you would have a slow method of studying, or you would focus more on the revisions? So how was your method of, revisions?
So whether we study slowly or in a fast pace, we'll forget the concepts again and again. So it's better to have multiple revisions in a fast pace, sir.
Right, right. So that is
So I
again
used to
something
do
I
that.
also advocate to students. Do multiple fast revisions. That is always, better. Now,
Yes, sir.
what were the challenging subjects, if I may ask you, Philip, that you faced in your exam preparation? Challenging subjects, if any. You've got
Uh,
six, so I don't know whether you have got any challenging subject, but again, still, any subject you found challenging.
so in the prof years, I didn't prepare much for the first year examinations. So the first year subject, especially anatomy and biochemistry, were hard for me, and also
Right,
community medicine, SPM. So
right,
these were the hard subjects I faced.
right, right. And also, don't you think, for exams like INI subjects have relatively more weightage, especially the first year and second year
Yes, sir.
subjects. And I think this time for
Especially the
INI
second year
CT as
subjects.
well, the second year subjects. So can you just
Yes,
tell
sir.
me, how did you make especially the second year subject strong?
So I think Vandana ma'am and Nilesh sir was really helpful in making the pathology and the pharmacology videos relatively easy, sir. And
Right,
having solved multiple questions from multiple sources,
right,
like Vandana ma'am has one group and all, so she used to post questions there. So solving
right,
more and more questions will make you apt to solve the questions in INCT.
right. And then coming to my subject, medicine, it's a very
Yes,
vast
sir.
subject. So how did you deal with medicine?
Sir, I knew that I was not able to complete the whole medicine videos. So I stuck to the QRP videos, sir. That's really
Okay,
relatively short. And I also use the question bank. These are like active recalls. Like the questions are really the concept based, sir. So I use them
right,
to assess my preparation, though.
right, right. And again, with regards to medicine, I think entrance journey, I probably might
Yes,
have
sir.
taken one full round of.
Hello.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Discussing about the groups and all. Now, I think yes, I'm audible. Right. So yeah, we were talking about medicine and how vast medicine is, and how you relied upon these revision videos as well, right? Now, I think probably you listened to one round of my lectures much before you started preparation for PG entrance, right? That is in your final year. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So how did those discussions actually help you, especially those essay discussions that I did for you?
Like, sir, if you have a strong base in medicine, then preparing for the entrance will also be easy. Other than that,
Right.
if you are rushing through in just 2 to 3 months, then it will be a bit hard for you. So the initial revision
Right.
was really helpful for me, sir.
Right. That's again good to hear. And now coming to the the question bank of DocTutorials. How useful was the DocTutorials Q bank in your preparation?
Sir, the doctoral Q bank really had some concept-based questions only, sir. Not some
Right,
simple numericals or something like that. So
right,
I was able to actively recall what I learned from QRP through the question bank, sir.
right.
Especially medicine,
Okay,
pediatrics, dermatology, and all.
right, right. That's great. That's great. And then coming to the grant test. Now, how important are grant tests in the preparation phase of a candidate? What is your take on that?
So by doing grant test only, we'll be able to assess whether we are in the right track for preparation and all. So
Okay,
doing grant test often, like initially I used to do grant test once in 12 to 14 days, 10 to 14 days. And in
okay,
the final phase, I used to do it once in a week. Uh, by
right,
doing the grant test only, we'll be able to assess our weaknesses and prepare more on those.
right. And what about the grant test in DocTutorials? How were the questions? And did you like the feature of video explanations as well for the grant test?
Yes, the video explanations were really great, sir. Some of the questions, I was not able to grasp the concept properly. So
Okay,
I used to watch the video discussion. So go back to the QRP. Some points were not covered in the QRP. Those were covered in the question bank or the grant test discussion, sir.
got it, got it. So I think that is one thing that I also tell students, to regularly give grant test and especially the grant test of DocTutorials, which are having these video explanations. It's of high value because these discussions are very concise, right, Philip? It's not elaborate discussion videos. These are very concise, short, one,
Yes,
two,
sir.
3 minute discussion for each question. So if you just listen to that video explanation, number one, you understand how the faculty approaches the question. Number two, how to eliminate the options, and the entire topic is presented in a very concise and crisp manner as well. Okay, right. And so happy with your rank, Philip. And just tell me, how are your parents feeling right now?
They are really happy, sir. And I am also very relieved and happy.
Yeah, I just actually spoke to your mother as well, and she's also very happy and very proud of you. Can you tell me what your parents are doing?
My mother, she retired from the government service, sir. She was a nursing
Right,
superintendent. And my father,
right.
he was in the merchant navy. He's also retired.
Right, right. So it's a happy moment for the family as well, and also for the Doc Tutorials family to see you getting such wonderful rank for the INICT. On behalf of entire Doc Tutorials, the team, we actually wish you good luck for your professional and personal life. Thank you so much, Philip, for
Thank you,
joining.
sir. Thank you, sir.